Okay, banging the gavel 3 times to call the meeting of the Public Facilities Commission today to order. Turn it over to TT.
Good morning again, Commissioners. This meeting is being recorded and broadcast live. Before we get started, I've asked Colleen Daly, the PFC Secretary, to take a roll call of the meeting participants. Colleen, if you would please conduct the roll call.
Thank you, TT. Participants, please unmute your device and confirm your presence when I call your name, beginning with the Commission. Chair Craven.
Present.
Commissioner Irish.
Present.
Commissioner Mamoli.
Present.
TT Lee.
Present.
Catherine Pendleton.
Present.
Next with D&D, Rick Wilson, Deputy Director.
Present.
Shawnee Fletcher.
Present.
Nerelise Lanus.
Present.
Sheila Dillon.
Present.
And the remainder of the individuals who are in attendance, please, there's no need to unmute yourself. I'll just read your names off, I'm sorry, for the record. Seamus Highland. James McDonough. Donald Wright. Jessica Boatwright. And John Feuerbach. This concludes the roll call. Thank you.
Thank you, Colleen. Beginning this morning, we have Sheila Dillon, Chief and Director for the Department of Neighborhood Development. D&D has 4 votes on the agenda for today. Vote number 1 is being presented by Shawnee Fletcher, Development Officer for the Neighborhood Housing Development Division. Vote 1 is a request for conveyance to Eastie Farm Incorporated for vacant land located at 6 Chelsea Terrace, East Boston. The purchase price is suggested at $100. Shawnee, if you please present vote number 1.
Thank you, TT, and good morning, Commissioners. I am here requesting PFC approval for the conveyance to Eastie Farm Incorporated, hereafter referred to as Eastie Farm, for the parcels identified in the vote package in the East Boston neighborhood of Boston. This matter was last before you in January of 2021, when PFC voted to approve the tentative developer designation of Eastie Farm. To refresh the Commission's memory, D&D conducted a public process that led to that vote and this subsequent request. D&D sent a community notification in spring of 2019 to solicit feedback from abutters and other neighbors on the possible use of this site as an urban agriculture site under license. Community members were supportive of this use, and several became active volunteers helping develop the community growing space as it currently exists, as well as cultivate and maintain it. In May 2020, D&D sent a community notification to solicit feedback on the preservation of this site for continued use for urban agriculture. Support by the abutters and other neighbors was strong, and D&D moved toward an RFP. The RFP was issued on August 24th, 2020, and advertised in the State Central Register and the Boston Herald. 1 proposal was received in response to the RFP and was determined to meet the eligibility criteria. PFC approved the designation of Eastie Farm Incorporated on January 13th, and the designation was advertised in the city record on February 22nd and March 1st. Since designation, Eastie Farm has received an award of $100,000 in development funds from the Grassroots Program, received an award of $50,000 in development funds from the Community Preservation Committee, completed design plans for the project, and further engaged the community in the development of said plans. The vote package includes a comprehensive memo about the project and PFC vote request. We've also provided handouts related to this vote request, which will be displayed on the screen. The first is an aerial map of the parcel. The second is a satellite view. The third is a photo of the existing conditions of the site. And the fourth is the final design, including a greenhouse, raised beds, a stage, a shed, a wash station, and a compost bay. This project has the support of Representative Adrian Madaro, Senator Joseph Boncore, City Councilor Lydia Edwards, Elementary School Superintendent Tommy Welch, East Boston Community Development Corporation, the James Otis School, Friends of Belle Isle Marsh, Mothers Out Front, East Boston YMCA, Pierce Park Sailing Center, Harbor Keepers, Green Roots, Tree Eastie, and local restaurants, as well as the immediate abutters and many other neighbors. In summary, if PFC approves the vote request, it will result in the following public benefits: return vacant property in D&D's inventory for over 12 years into productive use, preserve more than 4,400 square feet of land as protected open space, increase food access in a neighborhood with high rates of food insecurity, and provide community gathering and performance space. I'm here to answer any questions you may have. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions?
No questions. Great project.
No questions, Island. Great project. Open space, food access. Great project.
Okay, do I have a motion?
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Shani. Great project.
Thanks.
Vote number 1 is hereby approved. Vote number 2 is also being presented by Shawnee Fletcher. Vote number 2 is a request for conveyance to Boston Food Forest Coalition Incorporated for vacant land located at 2 unnumbered parcels on River Street, Mattapan. The purchase price is suggested at $200. Shawnee, if you please present vote number 2.
Thank you, TT. I'm here requesting PFC approval for the conveyance to Boston Food Forest Coalition Incorporated, hereafter referred to as BFFC, for the parcels identified in the vote package in the Mattapan section of Boston. This matter was last before you in January of 2021, when PFC voted to approve the tentative developer designation of BFFC. To refresh the Commission's memory, D&D conducted a public process that led to that vote and this subsequent request. D&D held a community meeting in July 2020 to discuss with community members the use of these parcels as community open space, including a possible food forest. Community support for the project was strong, and D&D moved toward an RFP. The RFP was issued on August 31st, 2020, and advertised in the State Central Register and the Boston Herald. One proposal was received in response to the RFP, and it was determined to meet the eligibility criteria. PFC approved the designation of Boston Food Forest Coalition Incorporated on January 13th, and the designation was advertised in the City Record on February 22nd and March 1st, 2021. Since designation, BFFC has received an award of $125,000 in development funds from the Grassroots Program, completed design plans for the project, and further engaged the community in the development of said plans. The vote package includes a comprehensive memo about the project and PFC vote request. We've also provided handouts related to this vote request, which are displayed on the screen. The first is an aerial map of the parcels. The second is a satellite view of the parcels. The third is phase 1 of the final design of the food forest. It will be done in 2 phases. And this phase will include berry bushes, shade garden, fruit trees, nut trees, a stone dust pathway, and plantings that attract pollinators, as well as excavation work and ground preparation. The fourth handout shows the final design, expected to be completed within 18 months, including central gathering space, art installations sprinkled throughout the site, a covered platform, a walnut processing station, and benches. This project has the support of the Edgewater Neighborhood Association, Mattapan Community Health Center, the Episcopal Church of the Holy Spirit, the Voice of the Gospel Tabernacle Church, the Fairmont Greenway, the immediate abutters, and many other neighbors. In summary, if PFC approves the vote request, it will result in the following public benefits: return vacant property in D&D's inventory for almost 70 years into productive use, preserve more than 11,000 square feet of land as protected open space, provide increased food access in a community experiencing food insecurity, beautify the community through installations of art by local artists, and provide community gathering space. I'm here to answer any questions you may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Shani. Any questions?
I think you have the record 70 years in the inventory, so no time to get rid of it. Good project, no questions.
Yeah, great project. Right down the street from where I grew up. I look forward to visiting. I make a motion that we approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Vote number 2 is hereby approved. Vote number 3 is being presented by Narelise Jennis, Project Manager with the Real Estate Management and Sales Division of D&D. Vote 3 is request for a conveyance to Pedro Miguel Ribeiro Gonzalez Morai for vacant land located at 6 Lawson Place in East Boston. The purchase price is suggested at $23,000. Nerlise, if you please present vote number 3.
Thank you, TT. Good morning, Commissioners. I am here requesting PFC approval for the conveyance to Pedro Miguel Rubiero Goncalves Morain for the parcel identified in the vote package in the East Boston neighborhood of Boston. D&D conducted its public process that resulted in the developer designation in this following conveyance vote request. To refresh the Commission's memory, a community notification was mailed out in August and September of 2020 to inform of D&D's intent to issue an RFP for the parcel. A request for proposal was issued in September of 2020, and one proposal was received in response to the RFP in October of 2020, and was determined to meet the eligibility criteria. PFC approved the tentative developer designation of Pedro Miguel Rubiero Goncalves Moraid on January 13, 2020. 2021, I'm sorry. The designation was advertised in the city record on February 15th and the 22nd of 2021. The vote package includes a comprehensive memo about the project and the PFC vote request. I have also provided handouts related to this vote request, which is displayed on the screen. The slide illustrates a site map showing the location of the parcel, as well as an aerial view of the parcel. Mr. Moraes proposed to utilize the parcel as additional yard space and parking. In summary, if PFC approves the vote request, it will result in the following public benefits. It'll return a vacant parcel in D&D's inventory for a little over 29 years back to productive use and tax rolls, and the sale will generate $23,000 in initial revenue from the sale. I am here to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. Any questions from the commissioners?
No questions.
No question. I make a motion that we approve.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Great discussion. Great description. Moving on to vote 4.
Thank you. Vote number 3 is hereby approved. Vote number 4 is also being presented by Nerlise Jenis and is for conveyance to Alex Kosmodaki for land with building thereon located at 431 Belgrade Avenue, West Roxbury. The purchase price is suggested at $10,595. Nerlise, if you please present vote number 4.
Thanks. I am here requesting PFC approval for the conveyance of Alex Kosmatakis for the parcel identified in the vote package in the West Roxbury neighborhood of Boston. D&D conducted its public process that resulted in the developer designation in this following conveyance vote request. To refresh the Commission's memory, a community notification was mailed out in August and September of 2020 to inform of D&D's intent to issue an RFP for the parcel. A request for proposal was issued in September of 2020, and one proposal was received in response to the RFP in October of 2020, and was determined to meet the eligibility criteria. PFC approved the tentative developer designation of Alex Kosmatakis on January 13, 2021. The designation was advertised in the city record on February 15th and the 22nd of 2021. The vote package includes a comprehensive memo about the project and the PFC vote request. I have also provided handouts related to this vote request, which it's displayed on the screen. The first one shows a site map and a street view of the parcel itself. Mr. Kosmatakis proposed to rehab the existing structure and utilize it as a small office space. In summary, if PFC approves this vote request, it will result in the following public benefits. It'll return a vacant parcel in D&D's inventory for a little over 2 years back to productive use and tax rolls, and it would also generate $10,595 in initial revenue from the sale. And I am here to answer any questions you may have. Thanks.
This is a very parochial question, but what was there before? I don't remember.
I think it was like an auto window replacement for cars. If I remember correctly, as a child, it was an office where you went and replaced your windshield.
I see, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's very familiar.
Yeah.
Sticking out right there. Okay, thank you. Any questions?
No questions.
No questions. I recall on previous vote on this. I make a motion that we approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Vote number 4 is hereby approved. This concludes the agenda for D&D's meeting today. Is there a motion to adjourn this meeting?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Chief Dillon and the
Thank
team.
you.
Wonderful job.
Good to see everyone.
Good
Thank
to
you all.
see you.